Are we going to stay on?
No.
Hello, folks. How are you? Hello, Coffee Time friends. Welcome for Coffee Break Monday night. If y'all had a good Monday, it's been absolutely rainy and overcast here, and it is 46 degrees. Mama cannot wait till we get started. Mama is making egg sandwiches tonight. That's all we're doing, is just simple egg sandwiches. But you know, we found out. If you'll wait just a second, Mama, I'll watch you.
I've got more. They can watch me.
We found out the other day a lot of people don't know how to make scrambled egg sandwiches. Some of y'all said you always scramble them up, and that's fine if that's what you want to do them. I mean, we're not saying this is just an easier way to keep them on your bread. Hello, is it Valinda? Hi, John and Mama. Hello, Lorraine. How are you? Hey, Billy. Hey, Wanda. How y'all doing? It's cold here. It's 46 degrees when I came in, and it's cold. Mama's checking eggs, and you know she has no patience. This is the real thing right here. I'm gonna let you watch her, and she's gonna make these egg sandwiches.
Oh, you can talk.
Mama, they can't see you when I'm talking.
Well, I'm just.
Go ahead and tell them what you're doing.
I'm just cracking eggs and checking them.
Go ahead and tell them.
Make us a sandwich here.
So you're checking eggs in that.
Yeah.
Tell them what you check for, Mama.
To see if they're good or not. It's old timey. See, they're standing up good and round and good and not flattened out or nothing in them. And that's all I do. Just got my checking them. I'm just gonna fix this 4 eggs.
4 eggs for 2 sandwiches. That's a good combination.
And I've got my fork. I forgot it. And all I'm going to do is just whip them. He's telling me I'm not looking at the camera.
Or talking loud, either one.
So I'm just whipping them up here.
Now, why do you whip them like that? Tell them, Mama.
So that they'll be fluffier.
And that puts air in them. Mm-hmm. So you're aerating them.
Yeah. And then I'm going to pour this cream in them.
And this is evaporated milk, and she put about 2 tablespoons.
Simple.
See how she's whipping them? She's rolling them. She's not just stirring. You could stir all day, but you have to whip them. You can use a little whisk, but that's not what we do mostly. We use before.
And I'm going to just sprinkle some salt. Whatever Guns is used to eating. If you eat a lot of salt, put what you want, but I'm just putting a little.
That's a lot, Mama.
It's not much coming out. The pepper's coming out better than the salt. And he likes a lot of pepper.
That's just ground black pepper, just table pepper.
And that's it.
And you just whip it, and this is putting air in it. See
I'm
how
going
she's
down on this back side here, going to the bottom, coming up. That's
if you start them like this, you can mix them up, but it's not going to put the same amount of air. So what you want to do is like she said, you want to come down over here and come up. But you want to do it fast so that you get plenty of air in there. And that helps to fluff your eggs up. Now, why do we put cream or evaporated milk? You can also put water in there. If you put any of those things in there, what happens is it creates steam in your eggs. And of course, the steam pushes the egg up, makes it fluffier. So all that's just a little bit of the science of why you do those things. You can do it with no water or cream. And we're going to go over here to the stove. I know the movement. We're working on trying to get to we don't have to move so much. And you can do the without, but it helps to do it with. Mama, I'm going to turn the camera since.
Okay. And all I'm doing is just pouring them in here. I should have let it get a little hotter.
That's butter in that skillet that she's melted. About a tablespoon. And that's the eggs.
Some water in here.
You want to water that bowl. You don't want it to clean that mess because it'll get just like glue.
should have had my skillet a little hotter.
Push it over a little bit, Mama. You got it
Off the burner?
Mm-hmm.
No wonder it wasn't doing too good.
So now you don't start scrambling. And she's got this on high. So she'll turn it down to a medium because you don't want it to be on high because it'll cook too fast. When it starts cooking, you turn it down to medium low, actually. It takes just a minute, but you'll see it start happening. And then you just want to start in the middle and push outward. And then once you do that a little bit, then what you'll do is you get some of that raw egg on top, and it'll come down to and it'll cook. Then you can cut it in half and flip it over, and you've got 2 pieces for an egg sandwich.
I threw mine in 4 because I can't handle that half.
Now see, she's just pulling it inward, letting the raw egg go down to be cooked. You can tell there in her spatula how it's, see how there's wrinkles? That's the cooked egg. Mama pulls hers in when I push mine outward. Same thing though.
Yeah.
Same results. Phyllis, you've never done scrambled eggs for a fried egg sandwich? Sometimes we'll just leave them the sunny side up egg and turn it over, and then at the last little bit pop the yellow. That makes a good sandwich too. It's kind of like a one you might get at a restaurant. See, now there's a whole piece of egg, and you can do it in 4ths or halves, however you can handle it. This one is a little bit big to try to handle. And you just let it cook nice and slow and easy. If you scramble it all up, you can eat it that way on a sandwich. But this is an easier way to keep it on your bread, keep it all in one piece. Now, another thing you can do to this, you can add a piece of cheese to it on this side now. Let it be melting while the bottom's cooking.
You want cheese on yours?
Not tonight, Mama. I'm good. Bless you.
That pepper's getting to me.
You got a pepper attack going, Mama?
I reckon. Okay,
they're done. That didn't take long. You don't want to overcook your eggs. And you want to cook them. We started on high, but we ended on low to medium low because you don't want to overcook them. You don't want to cook them too fast.
I flipped them all back over to make sure that they got done and not brown.
Sometimes you want to do that just to make sure that they're not.
There you go, sir.
And that's a super simple supper, folks. Now, I know some of y'all are thinking, who don't know how to do that? We have been doing eggs for years. But see, this will go right on a piece of bread and it holds together. But now some people don't know to do it that way.
I'm going to give you fine china.
We got fine china tonight.
Since we're eating sandwiches.
Fine china. And folks, these are delicious this way, and a little bit of butter. You can do olive oil, or you can do half olive oil, half butter. But Mama didn't put a lot of butter. She just put about, not even a whole tablespoon. And that was quick and simple supper, Mama. Now you can add to this, you can put, like I said, you can put mayonnaise on it, salad dressing on it, mustard. I've heard all kinds of combinations.
You want mayonnaise for you?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I've heard all kinds of combinations.
You want tea to drink?
I'm just going to drink this coffee.
Okay.
Good warm coffee. It's not scalding, but it's good still. It's 46 degrees here. I need a little warm coffee. Mama, you're drinking a Zero Coke?
Yeah, that's what I had earlier. I'll just let it sit here.
Now, all you do with these, just pick it up, lay it on your bread. Look how easy this is.
Uh-oh.
Now you may have a few pieces, but
Just give me this other small piece.
I guarantee you it won't be near as hard to hold on your sandwich as if you scramble them. Because
I usually fix yours with a slice of eggs like that, put a slice of cheese, and then put the egg on top of it, the rest of it, and that makes your cheese melt.
yeah,
And that's the way you like yours.
that is a good way to do it. And if you want to add salad dressing, mayonnaise, any of those things, and maybe tomato, and I'll tell you, it's really good with bacon. If you have some fresh bacon going on, Mama, we're off kilter again.
Oh, I'm way over.
Yep. So this is a super simple supper, but it's a good go-to. It's kind of like cereal.
We had big meal yesterday and stuff.
Yeah, and we could have had leftovers, but we really didn't want them. But it's a super simple supper, and it's kind of like cereal. It's filling, it's delicious, and it's easy. And on a Monday night when you really don't want to cook much, this really helps out. What are y'all saying? Never have... Oh, I've stopped you, Phyllis. Let's see here. Let's go on down, down, down. Need some mayo. Yeah, Kristen, we eat it with mayo, but I like it just plain bread sometimes. I do it that way, then put half on tortilla. Yes, I love tortillas and tomatoes with the egg. Let's bless it. Mama might be wanting to eat. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful meal. We thank you for the precious hands that prepared it. Dear Lord, we just pray that you'll be with each and every prayer request, be with each and every person here tonight. Those that aren't able to be here, Lord, you know why. And just, Lord, just pray that you bless them as well. And lead us and guide us, dear Lord, and show us the way. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Now you can cut this in half, or you can, however you want to do it. You want a knife, Mama?
No, I ain't getting up just to
Oh, I can get a knife.
Oh, you can get a knife.
Oh, Mama, I've got a knife right here in this drawer.
Oh, good.
Ready for you at any
You
time.
can cut mine and so I can handle it better.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I can cut mine too. I don't normally cut mine all the time, but sometimes I do. Now you can toast your bread or not toast your bread. There's just egg sandwiches. There's no one way to fix them. There's no right way. You just say you get the egg on the bread, I reckon. Is all we really need. Haven't had an egg sandwich in a while. Now I'm hankering for one. But that's what happens. You get on here and watch somebody cook something. All of a sudden,
You won't.
it's the power of suggestion. Because I do that myself. I'll see something, I ain't had that in a while. Might not even be my favorite thing, but I want it. So you ever toast your bread for eggs? Yes, Pat, sometimes I do. I like fried egg sandwiches grilled or toasted bread. Now, I do like grilled ones, the best. Egg sandwiches are good anytime. Yeah, they are. Homemade canned pepper jelly. Oh, that would be good, Debbie. We also do a version, you could call it an egg sandwich. We call it one-eyed jacks, and we take a piece of bread, cut the center of it out, put an egg in it, let it cook done on both sides. You flip it over in your pan, the bread and all, and you can even take the little round disc and go ahead and fry it in the butter. And it's sort of a sandwich, but we call it a one-eyed jack. Y'all ever heard of those? I'm sure you have. This is just plain and simple bread and egg.
It's good though. I didn't want to cook after all that other cooking.
Yeah, right. And then too, with the salad dressing and the tomato and the cheese, it's heavier. Sometimes you just want a lot, but it's very good, Mama. I like egg in the hoe. Oh, do you like egg in the hoe? Yeah, I've heard it called egg in the hoe, bird in the nest. Pour egg in, fry. Yeah, you can do it with scrambled eggs or fried eggs. I like mustard or mayo on my egg sandwiches. Sometimes I add fried bologna. Oh, Barbara, now you're talking. Big old slice of fried bologna on an egg sandwich is delicious. Piece of ham, any kind of meat like that. Bacon, all that's good on it. Mayo's good on it. Looks delicious. Now I'm hungry. Sorry, Kathy. Didn't mean to make you hungry, but we just wanted to show you. I had mentioned about an egg sandwich, how to fix it without scrambling. And I was surprised at how many people had commented, I've never done it without scrambling. And I thought, we'll do that sometime. And so tonight I came home and Mama said, did you have heavy lunch today? Which is sometimes code for I don't want to cook. And I said, no, I didn't have a heavy lunch, but I don't really want a lot either because we ate so heavy yesterday with ham and mashed potatoes. And so she said, what do you want? And I said, it's cold. You know what sounds good is just an egg sandwich. She said, I was thinking the same thing.
Great minds work together.
Fried egg on buttered toast is my favorite. I like that too, Amy. Now, Mama, do you do fried egg sandwiches ever? You?
No, not hardly.
Mama don't do fried eggs, and I do. I do what I call a half and half. I'll take 2 eggs, put them in a pan. Some of y'all are going to say he's so crazy. And I'll scramble one, leave the other one medium, over it, medium, I'll turn it. And I'll leave the yolk, let it get done, not done, but it's warm. And then I take that scrambled egg and put it on a piece of bread. Then I take the fried egg and put it on top of it, and maybe lay a piece of bacon or 2. And the last thing I do is pop that egg yolk, let it kind of start running, then slap that other piece of bread on it to catch it all in there. And it makes a wonderful sandwich. It really does. If you haven't tried a half and half egg sandwich, I recommend them. Now, Mama would, I don't think you've ever had that.
I don't care for it that way.
Mama's not like a huge fan of One-Eyed Jacks.
I'm not a huge fan of all the eggs, but I like an egg sandwich at work.
Right. But the half and half egg sandwich, if you've never tried it, and you like fried eggs, you have to like fried eggs. Well, I guess you could let the yolk get completely done, but it is super good. And I do that a lot of times on toast as well. And I'll put the scrambled egg, lay the fried egg on top of it, maybe have bacon or even a piece of cheese on the bottom. Pop that yolk, put that bread on it, let it all kind of, I recommend it. You ever eat a mashed potato sandwich from the leftover mashed potatoes, Jerry?
Yeah, I have a lot.
Yeah, we've had mashed potato sandwiches. Mama craves mashed potato sandwiches sometimes. Not like to fix them, but like if she has mashed potatoes, she'll say, I just had a mashed potato sandwich for lunch. I didn't want much. My nephew always orders scrambled eggs with a fried egg on the side. He said it is like a difference between cake and pie. Is that what it's going to say? Pie. Yeah, I got it. I agree with him. It's different, but it's delicious. The fried egg and scrambled egg combo together, even on your plate, is good. So if you're going to have 2 eggs, do one of each. If it's hard for you to make up your mind, it's an excellent trick. I've never had egg sandwich with scrambled eggs. Debbie, what do y'all have? Fried eggs? Fried egg sandwiches? I like fried eggs and cheese on toast with ketchup. Yum. No runny yolks for you. I like, I don't like it anymore. I used to like scrambled eggs with ketchup when I was younger. I cannot eat eggs. That's not done. I bust the yellow and make sure it's good. Now, that was my dad. He didn't want any fried egg. If you gave him a fried egg, it better have a done yellow.
Better be hard.
But he always said scrambled eggs. And all my life, his were always green or purple because he would put
jelly.
Grape jelly or blackberry jelly in them and stir them up.
Show them what you asked for when you was little, the eggs.
No, you show them, Mama. You show that, Mama.
You show it. You do it.
You do it, Mama. That's your story. I think you already told that the other day.
You'd say, how you want your eggs, scrambled or fried? And when he was real little, if he didn't like that, he wanted them fried over medium. He didn't want them scrambled.
When you're young and you don't have the right words, you have to make up your own sign language, and I thought that was perfectly normal for a egg with a bump in the middle. And if I wanted them scrambled, I wanted them like Dad liked them. I'd say I want them like Dad's. But he always wanted them scrambled.
He never, unless you fried it hard, he wouldn't eat a fried egg at all.
He liked scrambled and he liked jelly in it. He done a lot of mixing. Like macaroni and cheese. Good. Creamy. Macaroni and cheese. Perfect. Could not add one thing to it to make it any more perfect.
But he would.
And he'd put grape jelly in it. Or blackberry jelly.
I'd have a sandwich just filled me totally up.
Well, Mama? You filled up on a half egg sandwich?
Yeah. I've not had an egg today either. I ate a piece of ham and a roll for breakfast this morning.
I had boiled eggs for lunch.
You're a good boy. Eat good like that.
The blue speckled ones.
Oh, the blue speckled ones. Was you showing off your fancy eggs?
No, I didn't show them off. I didn't want to make them jealous that I had blue and red speckled eggs for lunch. Boiled.
Oh,
You don't go around flashing your fancy stuff, Mama.
no. A lot of people does.
Do y'all have a Hey Mama joke out there anywhere? I froze y'all up again. For some reason or other, I just don't have the camera in the right spot. This is, yeah, we eat eggs in moderation. Mama don't eat many. I think the doctor said she could have 6 a week.
I don't know how many said, but I don't eat them.
She don't hit her quota. She might eat, if we do breakfast on the weekends, she might eat 4 a week total. She's not a big egg eater.
Mm-mm.
Okay, let's see. I froze you up. I've never heard of mashed potato sandwich. Misty, all you do is take your leftover cold mashed potatoes and put them on a piece of white bread. Fold
Add
it
a little
middle.
more salt and pepper.
Put a little salt and pepper, and you got a mashed potato sandwich. Don't heat that mashed potatoes.
No.
Ugh.
Fried potato sandwiches. Have you had those? Have those?
Looks tasty. An egg sandwich and very simple. Virginia, it's very simple. People mix it up. Not bad. Whatever you like is cool. Yep. People mix it up. I don't think there's any wrong way. I like scrambled eggs and bacon on toasted bread with Duke's mayonnaise on it. I like that too. Another little secret I like to do. I make my eggs like this, all in one piece. But then I take my bacon and crumble it up in the raw egg before it cooks. And that way you get that flavor of that bacon in there. You don't have to try to chew it off or bite it off. But you just chomp it up, the fresh bacon you just fried, and then just fill the egg full of it. It's delicious. Made egg sandwich with my Easter eggs today. Egg salad. Egg salad. Oh, yeah. Now, Mama's famous for her egg salad. Everybody loves her egg salad.
Better than I will as fried sandwich.
Anytime we've ever had a get-together, a party, and by party, I want to qualify, you all would be bored to death at our parties because they're just family get-togethers and laughing. It's not partying.
It's talking and laughing.
Family reunion is really what it is. Family and friends. Anytime we've had those, and we used to have at least, counting Easter and Christmas, we used to have probably 6 or 7 a year get-togethers. Because we would have Christmas, New Year's, we would have Easter, Mother's Day, and then we would have something 4th of July-ish. So we used to have quite a few get-togethers, and that was when we was doing the garage. That's one of the things we planned for, and that's one reason Mama's got a canning kitchen in the end of the garage. is we planned it for tables to be put out and chairs, and then we could.
And we've got to use it a few times before the COVID hit.
And we've got cabinets that we found at a secondhand store, and they were fancy cabinets at one time. I'm pretty sure, probably in a doctor's house or something, because they got all these little neat, nifty little areas. Probably in the 50s. They're old wood cabinets, and they've got like shelves or dividers in there for aluminum foil and wax paper, and they've got cabinet drawers in the bottom that pour drawers out, and they've got
like lids and stuff.
Lids and stuff. I told Mama these had to be some high quality cabinets, as old as they are, 60s. I mean, we don't have a date on them, but they're pretty old, aren't they, Mama?
Yeah, but they was solid
wood, and they were an ugly varnish color. It was wood that had been varnished, and Mama worked on them for 2 weeks.
Or longer. I painted them.
Sanding them and redoing them. I helped some of the evenings, but she'd work all day on them. And she painted them a real pretty dark gray. We'll show you sometime right now.
Two coats of white on the inside and 2 coats of gray on the outside.
She painted all the insides white and all the outsides a real pretty dark gray, which matches the gray out there. Anyway, we fixed it up so we could have get-togethers, have plenty of room to cook, and people spread out, and then Mama could use it for a canning kitchen too. And we did get to use it, and we moved the cars out. We could set up tables and chairs and just have a full-fledged area for everybody to get together. Hey, Mama, what goes up and down but never moves?
Elevator.
Now, Mama, elevators move.
Go up and down. Stairs.
She got it, Carrie. Carrie Webb. Stairs. She got it right off the bat. Hi, John and Mama from West Virginia. Hello, Nancy. Stairs go up and down and never move. Elevator was a good guess, though.
I was concentrating on the
up and the down
more. I've got to start reading books about stuff like that so I can do better.
You do excellent now. Love potato chip sandwiches. Oh my goodness.
That's what your daddy loved on bologna, is potato chips.
Donna, there's nothing better than a bologna sandwich with plain Lay's potato chips on them instead of lettuce. Just pile them high on there. Make your bread, your bologna, your salad dressing, your mayonnaise, whatever you use, and pile them high with chips, and take that top piece of bread and smash it down. You have that delicious crunch. Now you're making me hungry.
That's one of your daddy's favorite ways to eat it, wasn't it?
Sharon, are we going to go back to having get-togethers? We probably will. If the COVID numbers stay good, we probably will. We have our Better Circumstance party every year. And this is where we, inevitably, if someone passes in the family, they'll drop everything. And they'll come to this get-together for the funeral. And no disrespect to the person that's passed, but people will talk and they'll get together and they'll enjoy each other's company. And they'll say, I've really enjoyed getting to visit. I just wish it was under better circumstances. And inevitably, every time something happens, somebody's going to say that phrase. I wish it was under better circumstances. And so we decided we would have get-togethers, and part of the family would come, part of the family wouldn't come. And some would say, oh, we got other plans, we got this. And I'd say, if it was a funeral, you would be here. So we started planning our Better Circumstance party. And we would send out invitations, either text or whatever, and say, we're receiving friends from 7 to 10 or whatever. And come and be with us, and have, and it drew a bigger crowd, didn't it, Mama?
Yeah.
And we would have people. One year, we probably had.
I know there's 74. One year I counted that many, if I counted.
There were 74 people came. in the house. That was before we even had the garage, and that's one reason we decided we would have a garage. And since then, we've had a lot of people come. But we just open it up. It's just friends and neighbors and in-laws and outlaws and relatives and whomever wants to come. But we just get together and enjoy and have a good time. And the yard...
Laugh and talk mostly is what we do.
We usually build a couple of fires outside in the patio. Y'all have seen the front patio. And that was one reason we had the patio put in like that too. It was just so we could sit around and talk and enjoy. And we'd have 2 or 3 fires going, and people would gather up in little huddles, and they would switch places, and there'd be plenty to eat. We'd always have vegetable soup and chili and
hot dogs
and
homemade pimento
cheese and egg salad and cream cheese with Harry David's pepper jelly over it. And we'd make deviled eggs because that's a good hors d'oeuvre. Ham roll-ups, you name it, we'd have a whole spread, and people would just come and eat and enjoy. And inevitably, it was just a good time. And so we started doing it, and they knew that it was always the Saturday before Halloween. And so we would have people plan around it. They started, oh, I've got to be free for that, we can't miss that. So it's been a letdown to a lot of people that we don't do that anymore. So we would love this year to do it. And we thought we was going to do it last year, but here come one of the variants, and we couldn't do it.
You miss seeing people and talking. If it's no more than just hugging their neck, say hello, and laugh a minute, it does your heart good just to see people that you've not seen and sit.
And it seems like often, I don't know if the devil puts it in our heads, or if it's really that time-consuming that life is. It seems like you just don't have time to do any of that until you're forced by a poor circumstance, a death, you'll have people show up or something like that. But sometimes you just have to plan to drop everything and have a better circumstance party. So if you've never done that, get together with your family. And you have to tell them ahead of time. Now, folks, we're going to have this in October. Give them plenty of time. And we're accepting no excuses. I want you to treat this just like you would if I had passed. Make it that important to you. I want you to be here. And I want you to enjoy each other. And we need to get together, love on each other, and enjoy a little bit of time together. Just a little bit of break from the world, and make it important. Make it a very important event. So if you can do that, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Your daddy we had it in October, and then he died in March. And who knowed at that time that would be his last.
He loved them.
Oh, he loved them better.
He would gather up somewhere in Ho Court the whole time and talk and laugh and have the best time.
And he'd say, "Why are you having them things?" And
what do you want to do that for? Well, this ain't Christmas.
And then he would tell you, come in one day and he'd say, "I invited so-and-so. Is that all right?" Then he called the girls at dialysis, his girls at work. Mm-hmm. He'd invite them, and he just had such a...
Dad never called dialysis. It was work from day one. And he would say, "I can't go Wednesday, I got to work. I can't go nowhere Thursday or Friday, I've got to work." And people say, "Are you working?" "Well, I'll go over there to dialysis," he'd say. But everybody got used to him calling it work, and he'd call the girls at work, and he would always say he had to work 3 days a week. Couldn't get out of it, he'd say. And it was his way of looking at it and knowing.
Facing it, I think.
And facing it. Okay. I don't know how we got off on 2 or 3 rabbit trails.
Oh, Lord, we've stayed on rabbit trails. We ain't been on the right trail at all.
I know.
It's good to talk about it, though.
Good evening, Mom and John. I hope you all have a blessed night with Sherry Parker. We hope you do too. From Berea, Kentucky. Hello, Miss Sharon. I posted last night. Several people had asked about it, especially after we showed the picture of me and Mama singing Christ a Rose.
Singing.
We're not singers.
No, we're not.
It wasn't for the singing. It was for the praise, the worship of Jesus. So that's all
Then
that
make
matters.
a joyful noise. I don't know if
That's
that was
right.
joyful enough.
And thank y'all for liking and all the kind words. Y'all are so sweet. Yeah, it was a job, Celine. It really was. Anyone out there who, if you are someone, if you know someone with kidney disease and you are on dialysis, folks,
That's awful.
it's awful. And thank God, though, that we have that technology today that they can have that. But it makes them tired. It makes them weak. You know, have a little extra patience. Have a little extra time. It's, you know, you talk about a doctor's appointment every 6 months. Try having 3 a week and they last 6 or 8 hours a day. That's a major commitment. My heart goes out to them and my prayers go out to them as well. I've been listening while driving now. I love potato sandwiches with ketchup. Oh, Timmy, that's something to try. Be like a French fry. I've never tried it with ketchup. I'll try that next time we have some. It was on dialysis also. Deanna, you know what we're talking about then. The song was from the heart. That's right, Dallas. It was just from the heart. If you sing from the heart, you know it's not. We're not out making records or anything, but we just sing from the heart. We sing for the Lord. That's it. I am sorry. Yeah, thank you, Patricia. He was on dialysis for a long time.
Almost 9 years.
9.5 years, almost 10 years. Almost 10 years, which is very unusual. That's, you know, a long time. But he was just determined. But, you know, he enjoyed his days off. He enjoyed Tuesday. He enjoyed Thursday. It was just up into the last 8 to 10 months that he was really sick quite a bit. But he didn't get out and go as much those last 10 months or so.
Not unless I had to take him.
Mama had to drive him. But prior to that, he went and done what he wanted to do. He had his rounds. He would go to the Hardee's and sit in Hope Court of the morning with his friends, and they'd all meet up there about 6 o'clock, and they'd eat and drink coffee and talk it over. And then he would go to the barbershop, and he'd hold court there a while. And then he loved to trade on knives. And that was one of his favorite things to do. He even had, when we had the flower shop, we had some wooden cases with glass on them with locks. He even commandeered those and said, I'm going to use these for my knives, and had them full of knives. So he was like the guy who opens his coat up with the watches, except Dad had knives. And he'd pull his knife box out and say, you got anything in there you see you like, you want to trade on? He loved knives, and he loved to trade on them, and that was a good topic of conversation. And then he had his route that he went. He always, I'm going to go up the road. We always knew about where he would be. But he lived a good life, and he had a happy life. And I guess a lot of it, he just made it happy. You know, he could have been depressed, and he would have times of depression, but he really kept it going, didn't he?
Yeah.
He kept everything
The
rolling.
last round brought him down quicker.
Mm-hmm. So we're just happy that he didn't have to, you know, be in constant care or bedridden. He never was bedridden. 2 days, basically. But not really. He got up and even at the last few days, didn't he?
Not in the hospital.
He was just, you know, he did real well, though.
The last week was the hardest thing on him.
Yeah. Arthea from Texas, how are you? Their page, show them singing. Yeah, it's on our page, or it'll be on there somewhere. I posted it last night. We had an Easter company. Enjoyed that. So when we got ready to settle down, I thought, I forgot to post that. Singing again. So I did post it last night about 8 something. I sat on the porch. Now, this is what I don't understand about East Tennessee weather. It's 46 degrees now. I couldn't sit on the porch none right now. I was sat on the porch at 9 o'clock last night. It was warm. It was nice. We sat on the porch probably an hour or so. And then my first cousin came, the talented one that makes all the wood stuff, and his wife. And we got to visit with them. We don't get to see them often. We don't get to see them often, but we do get to see them some. And it was just a great little Easter evening visit. And then when they left, I went back on the porch.
I didn't. It was too cool.
It wasn't that cold. It was 50 something. And the hummingbirds, we got more than one hummingbird now. When we had one hummingbird, it was peaceful. And the little hummingbird would come in and eat and go, and come in and eat and go. We've got two now, and they fight. And there's two quart jar hummingbird feeders out there, and they want to fight over them. I'm like, you both got enough to drink. Now just get up there and quit fighting. Oh, I wanted to tell y'all, I showed y'all that hummingbird picture the other day. That red is a red colored glass mason jar. We don't use the hummingbird with the red food coloring, and we make our own. And we do is it 3-to-1 ratio, Mom? I have to look at it every time.
Sugar and water is all we
Sugar and water is all it is, and we do whatever the recipe calls for. But we don't use the red coloring, and that is
But they'll go to the green. What's that other?
They go to the clear one.
Clear one just as much as the red, so they don't care.
And then we've got two out there that's, I don't know, psychedelic. They're pretty, but they're bright color. They'll go to them too. So that red, you don't have to have that dye. But no, don't do the dye. It's hard on their kidneys. And so you don't think you have to buy that nectar in the store. It's maybe handy. And you don't have to boil. I used to boil water. And a lady at church said, I don't boil the water. She said, I just put warm water in whatever container I'm using and put the sugar, and it dissolves and it works out fine. And I started not even boiling it. I just put the warm water and the sugar and let it dissolve and shake it up good, put it in my feeders, and they're wonderful. And then I take them out and wash them every once in a while and fill them back up. Have a week, 7 days, whatever it is. And they love it. They fight over it.
I believe they're just natural fighters.
Have you ever heard hummingbirds click? Or chirp, whatever you want to call it. I never heard it till yesterday. They got into a big fight, and one or both of them was chirping, clicking. Something. It sounded like a click to me. And I've never seen a hummingbird do this either. Maybe we just have an unusual hummingbird. But you know how they'll dart bzz, 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 back and forth at each other. This one was clicking. You could hear it. And he went over under the bench out by the fire pit in the front and stayed under the bench, and it was looking like it was looking all around to see if that other hummingbird was going to attack it. And it stayed under that bench for 2 or 3 minutes. It just seemed like it was hovering in air, just going around and around looking like, where you at, where you at, where you at, where you at. And when he thought the coast was clear, he zipped back out and got him a drink and went back on his way. But he stayed under that bench like he was hiding under there. I thought, I've never seen a hummingbird hide under something like that, like a chair or a bench. And I've never heard them click. I just wonder if that was something they do, and I never noticed it, or if I just had a special clicking hummingbird. I ain't for sure. I'm going to go up there again, not today, it's too cold, and see if I can pay attention to them clicking. You heard them click, didn't you?
Yeah, a little bit more.
Good evening. Hey, Mel. How are you? I do sugar and water for my hummingbirds in Richmond, Kentucky, and they like, you said there's always, he'll stay in. Let's see, I can't read all. I've lost the rest of it. Coming in and out running. Yeah, that's what they do. It's kind of neat. But now they'll get really close to you.
They'll dart right by your head if you...
How's Mama doing with her glasses?
Oh.
She loves them.
She don't either.
Melody, she just loves them.
Oh, she don't either.
Thank you for the stars.
Can't see without them.
She don't like it without them now because she can see. And then she claims she don't like it with them. What do they do to you?
I just can't get used to wearing them. It's just them reading glasses. I read, pull them off, and forget about them.
She can't do that now because when she takes them off, she's like, I can't see.
Can't
Because
see
she
with
needed
them.
them.
See without them.
Because she needed them that badly that now when she takes them off, she's like, where's my glasses?
I still have a little trouble, like on elevation and going up or down.
That's just the progression lenses.
Getting my balance. Afraid I'm going to lose my balance, but I'm getting used to that.
Oh. Sue, let's see what your last time is, Sue. Wedekind, Wedekind, Wedkind. So I probably just destroyed your last name. I apologize. But she says she was chased by a hummingbird once, humming, clicking, and trying to peck her. So they do click.
That might be a battle call, that clicking.
Maybe that's her fight call, but they do click. Okay, thank you, Sue. I feel better now because I was like, I know I heard it click. I didn't know. Here's another little thing I didn't know. You learn a lot on our front porch. I was sitting out there one lazy Sunday afternoon by myself, and I hadn't went to sleep, but I could have. I was just sort of dozed off. I was reading a book, I think. And I was just sort of looking up at the trees, and I heard a rattle. Just like a rattlesnake rattle. And I looked down in the flower bed, and there was a black snake. And there was some leaves there, and he was rattling, shaking.
The leaves and stuff.
Now, I didn't know they would do that either, but I studied up on it and talked to a friend of mine who knows. He said, oh, yeah, I think it's a black racer. He said would shake and cause a rattling noise to try to scare you off, which I'm sure I scared him because he had just come probably on his path through right there by the porch, and I guess I startled him. I moved or something. But I did not know they would rattle. And it was probably the leaves, but he was shaking to make it rattle. I did not know that either. So clicking birds and rattling snakes, I didn't know. Now I know there's a rattlesnake, but I didn't know black snakes would make that same sound. But they will. Just trust me, I've experienced that one. Really, I did not think so. Pam Rock. My hummingbird click or chirp, my sister said she had never heard them chirp. They do something. It's a clicky sound. My hummingbirds click and chirp. Love you guys. Love Missouri. Well, Carol, thank you for being here. We love you all too. I enjoy listening to you guys. So you're such. Well, thank you, Mary. We enjoy your all's comments too. I wish we did have sound. You reckon Facebook will ever have to where you can just talk with each other? I know they have one where you can come on here and they split the screen, and I seen one the other night and I thought, oh, that's what that is. But I'm talking about just like people could talk back and forth. That would be interesting.
It would be such a busy buzz. It wouldn't hear nothing.
Let's see. Something's going on here. Susan Dick says, please, I have commented about 5 times and no one has read mine. Well, Susan, I just now read you. I just now seen you. I don't know what else you're saying. Folks, don't get upset if we don't read your stuff. It's not that we don't want to read your stuff. We just don't see all of it.
I don't see any of it to read. I can't help it.
Not only does it go by fast, and it's hard to catch everybody, but it also, Facebook just don't put everybody on here. Karen, you're getting ready for some eye surgery. We'll be praying for you.
Oh, bless her heart.
Everyone, send some prayers for Karen. Karen Abbott Longery. She is going to have eye surgery. Let's pray for her. If I hear a rattle, I'm running, Susie. I did. I got up. And left him alone. I watched him through the living room window. And he went on his merry way. And I haven't seen him since. But he definitely was rattling. And I just got up and left. I thought, I've never seen a black snake rattle. I don't want to know what's going on. But I did talk to a friend of mine the next day. He said, oh, yeah, they'll rattle. He said, I think it was a blue racer, black racer, something. He said, they'll rattle. I have learned to recognize their sounds. They won't fight so bad if the feeders are at least 10 feet apart and out of sight. Oh, Pat, that's good to know because ours is a foot apart, 2 foot apart. So they fight just because they can see each other. I got too many on the porch then because we got like 4 on the porch. My hummingbird feeder flew into my sunroom last year before she... Oh, wow. A hummingbird came in the house.
They're so tiny, you just wonder how their little old wings hold up to flying like it does.
Mama Mary Zern said that it'll take you 3 or 4 weeks to get used to those bifocals.
Oh, wow.
Recently heard on the news that because of the bird flu going on across the country, people should avoid what? Feeding their bird feeders for the next month to avoid
Catching the bird flu.
Sylvia, is the bird flu going around? I didn't know that. I have trifocus, Deborah says. Sometimes some things lose my balance. Yeah, they're bad about that. You have to be careful. Has the cookbooks come in? Yes, they're in, and Mama's already mailing them out. There was only about 4 days that we didn't have cookbooks, so we did good. I hope you both had a happy... Oh, we had a wonderful Easter, Dolores. I hope you all did too. It was warm earlier today, and it turned cold. I think it was warmer this morning than it is now. I don't have the temperature in here, but it is cold. I'd love to have smell-o-vision, Dwight. It would be great. I often would just love for y'all to be able to smell what we're cooking, so you could just, enjoy it. Hello. Hey, Deborah. How are you? Thank y'all for those stars. Y'all are so kind. Do you want them to share stories already? Oh, thank you, Pauline. We like to talk, but it is hard to talk and read. And I'm getting a little bit more multitaskable, but sometimes it's hard. And I don't ever want to hurt anybody's feelings or think that we're sliding you. And I'll have people say, like, I've commented 5 times you didn't see us. I'm sorry. It just, there's just this much room. And there's 3 comments at the most that you can see depending on the length of the comment. And they just fly up through there. And you can't see all of them. But even if you could see each and every comment, we would probably miss some because Facebook doesn't push out the comments, all of them. Now, I have sat here and read them as they go up. And then when I go back and read, I said I didn't see that when that went on there. And sometimes I'll read one above or below. And then there'll be one right below it, and I think, I know that wasn't on there. I would love to taste what you all are making. Laney, I wish we could. I wish we could have a big party and just invite everybody over. It's 73 right now in California. Paula, oh, that would be nice here.
Oh, if it was 73,
I'm in Kentucky. No, Kanawha County. Is that what you said? Thank you for those stars. Thank you, Ron.
I can see the white better, but I still can't see the words.
Teresa, we will post the cookbook information. I'll put it in the comments. as soon as we get off from here. It may already be on there somewhere. Donna may have put it on there, or Nola may have put it on there. They usually do. Snowing today in Indy. No, it just snowed. Well, it snowed here Saturday before last.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Karen, so it snowed there? Hey, Mama, why do nurses like red crayons?
Why do nurses like red crayons?
Oh, Shirley. Shirley Baker, that is funny, and I've never heard it before.
Red crayons.
I've never heard that one before.
Blood?
What'd you say, Mama?
Something about the blood?
I cannot believe her. Mama, take them glasses off.
I can't read that.
Nurses like red crayons because sometimes they have to draw blood. I'm going to give that one to you, Mama, just because you knew the blood. One was telling the other lady that her comment she have. Yeah. Hello, Miss Donna. How are you? Thank you, Kathy. That's so sweet of you. Yes, Cecilia, we like to cook real simple. Some things take a few items in a recipe, but a lot of things is just plain old simple cooking, just like an egg sandwich. There's nothing wrong with a good egg sandwich. There's nothing wrong with a good bowl of cereal. Now, I'm telling you. Sometimes that's what I want for supper.
Something light and
it's just something light and cereal. Sometimes I want that crunch and that cold milk. I think that would taste so good. Just a bowl of cereal. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes Mama and I just have a bowl of oatmeal for supper. We was going to have an egg sandwich or oatmeal one tonight. But we'll do a little bit of cinnamon toast and oatmeal and call that supper, and it's delicious. Sometimes we'll do full-fledged breakfast and call that supper. So we like to do all those things. Folks, don't forget, this Saturday, we said the Saturday after Easter, which will be the very next Saturday, 6 p.m., we're going to have our cook-along. We're going to give away some more cookbooks, and we're going to do a 7-layer salad.
We've got to get all of our ingredients.
I'll get our ingredients together, try to by tomorrow, so I can tell you all so you can go to the store. And but now these 7 layers are yours. You can do them however you want to. Our 7 layers will be probably spinach or lettuce, and it will be frozen peas and bacon, mayonnaise, sugar, whole kernel corn. Is that one of the layers, Mama? I can't remember all the layers, but you can change them around, and you can do different things. And if you don't want that, you think I don't want that, plan on cooking along something else.
Fix your egg sandwich.
Fix your egg sandwich. Or if you don't want to cook, you just want to watch and listen, that works too. So that will work out good for all of us, and we'll enjoy it 6 o'clock this coming Saturday. What's the date? Do you know the date? You got your phone? Mama may or may not have her phone.
I try to keep it in my pocket.
She tries, and she does a halfway decent job. But sometimes I'll call and it'll ring as many times as it'll ring and it'll go to voicemail.
I have it, I just don't answer it all the time. Get to it.
Are you saying, Mama?
I don't deliberately not answer it.
Oh, I'm glad you clarified. So here we are. It'll be Saturday the 23rd.
The 23rd.
Saturday, that's Sunday.
Are y'all in May?
It's April, isn't it, Mama? It's 18th.
No.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
April.
Friday, Saturday. It's the 23rd. Saturday the 23rd at 6 p.m. Saturday the 23rd at 6 p.m. We will. There's a missed call right there, Mama.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Well, it's probably me.
Who is it?
It's spam risk.
Oh, I didn't answer that because it said spam risk. I forgot about that.
It's probably somebody calling to check about your car warranty.
They're so nice.
Folks, that's all we have tonight. It's a delicious egg sandwich, and just to chat with you all and check in Thank you all for telling me the 23rd. Mama's phone looks different than mine. I know what you mean. I didn't either. Good morning, John and Mama.
Good morning.
It feels like morning. I hear Maggie. Yep, Maggie's here.
She stays right here with us.
23rd is the date. Claudia, yep. We figured it out finally. Bonnie Thacker, thank you. Yeah, Maggie's here. Maggie's doing good. Maggie is not a fan of this cold weather. And Maggie hates it when it's warm one day. Now, yesterday, that's one reason I was outside so much, is I sat out there and let Maggie play and lay in the grass and walk around, do her thing, and she loves it. And
rainy and cold is one of her worst days.
She'll
handle snow better than she will rain.
She'll like it. And but she likes to be outside, so we let her go out as much as I can. Mama does too, but we don't let her out by herself no more, just because of her little attack February before last by the coyotes. But she's doing well from that. She's got one little knot on her back from it, but it's scar tissue where it bit into her. So
pretty bad.
It looks big, but it's not bad. I have posted many times. Michael Johnson says, I posted many times, and you have never acknowledged any of mine. One of these times you will. Well, Michael Johnson, today's the time. Hello, Michael. Sorry we've missed you.
Yeah.
See, I caught it that time. It rolled up. Folks, really, we don't ever want y'all to be offended, and we say that often, but it's not planned. It's just the way it really is. You just can't see them all. I hear other people say the same thing on different videos, and I think, you're right. You just can't see them all.
You wouldn't talk any or do anything if you read every one of them all.
Yeah, you would never get anything done. And we don't have nobody to do them for us either.
It's just you, because I can't help you either.
It's just me, because Mama can't see them. Oh. Linda, good night and God bless. And I think it's a good suggestion, Linda.
Yeah.
Let's all say good night, and let's all be blessed, and let's enjoy our nights, our rest of our evening. It's still daylight. You got about 30 more minutes of daylight here. And I'm going to take Maggie out and let her see what she thinks about 46 degrees. It's probably 44 now. It's 8 o'clock. 10 to 8. I'm going to take her out and let her enjoy a little while. Now, sometimes the cold don't bother her. Now, she don't mind snow, but she don't like rain. Bonnie Barnett, pies.
It's 46, it says on the phone.
Mama says it says 46, yeah, but it's cold. Dark clouds in Harvey. It's been dark overcast here off and on, really, for 3 or 4 weeks. But we'll have one day pretty, and then it goes back. And I have lost track, folks. I have no idea what winter we're in. Somebody said it was dogwood, but I thought we had dogwood last time. And I don't know how long these winters last, 2 or 3 days a week. I don't understand all the winters.
One lady yesterday told me has to be breeches winter for long, because she wore breeches the whole time it's so cold.
I don't know about breeches winter either. I've heard all those, but I'm not an expert on it by no means.
And she said, I wore breeches because it's so cold and all.
We're going to say goodbye. Y'all have a great night. Find you something to eat if you ain't already eaten. If you have, maybe tomorrow night have you just an egg sandwich and take the night off and use some paper plates or styrofoam plates, whatever you want to use. And find you something good about tomorrow and enjoy it. And y'all have a great night. Be blessed. And say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.